All right, Freemers, you know what time it is. It's time to once again hate on Free Realm Sunrise. Let's go.
Wayne, I don't like it. It's no numbers. There's no pictures. There's no videos. There's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, Freemers, we are back with some more Free Realm Sunrise news. This time around, it's not anything to do with the game itself, which I kind of... You know what's funny? I wasn't expecting any news to come out, right, about the game, about the Discord itself, which this is what the news is about. It's about the Discord. What's even funnier is when this is coming out. So obviously the 10-year anniversary, which wasn't even brought up, of the game shutting down, that was like a couple weeks ago. And then of course this actually comes at a time of the whole Fabled Realms thing that going on Steam as a joke. So I think that's why this post came out. I don't know if that's the case, but we're going to kind of dive into this whole thing, and we're going to talk about it and the implications it may or may not have. So let's go ahead and dive into this bad boy. So this is the actual post for those who, if you don't know about it, this is the post. So it goes, "Hello everyone. After some consideration from our management team, which consists of Mayhem, Racist Real, who else? The Gatekeeping Moderation team. I think that's about it. I don't know who else is actually on the Free Realm Sunrise team besides all the artists that are working on whatever they're working on. I don't know the whole details of all that, but the management team, dude, the whole, I feel like this has gone too far when they're calling it a management team. Like, I don't know about this project, man. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, let's keep reading on. After some consideration from our management team, we've decided it's time to restructure the #unknown channel for the Discord server. I don't, if anyone has context to what they're talking about, assuming it's rules, but whatever, for the Discord server to better cultivate a positive experience for our members. So if anyone doesn't know, the Discord server, the Free Realm Sunrise Discord server has always been a toxic environment for the most part. I mean, it usually is just nothing but arguments, discussing whether the game will come out or not. Some people try to do nostalgic talks, but it just turns into kind of a violent frenzy. I mean, the server's never been a good place to be in. That's why I made Freemscord in the first place. So there's that. We're asking for suggestions from the community on what you believe we should change or implement while keeping the server family friendly. Any and all ideas are welcome, and all submissions are anonymous, unless I put my name in. Now, of course, streamers, we are going to go ahead and look at this whole form. I'm going to actually submit something, despite me not being in the server at all. I think it's important to let them know, like, what I think should be. Like, the only thing I'm going to put in there is what I think has been the biggest problem in the server, because there's a lot of problems in the server. There is a main one that I've always been against, so we're going to go ahead and submit something right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this is the FRS rule suggestions. The current set of rules for the FRS Discord were created in June 2022 under previous moderation management. So I don't know, 2022, that was the year, well, that was kind of the year FRS was popping off to a certain extent. I mean, 2023 was kind of the year that everything kind of slowed down. So I'm wondering, previous moderation management, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to phrase that. So is there like new people like, is Mayhem not a part of the project anymore? That's kind of odd. I think he still is. I'm sure Real is too, but it's not clear. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to go ahead and put in our input. It says we're asking the community for suggestions to improve our rules of moderation while keeping the server true to its original components and being family-friendly and welcoming space for everyone. I'm just going to put my 2 cents in here. It's never been that. I don't know who on the moderation team or the management team if Mayhem believes that it's always been like that, there is something wrong. Because it's never been a welcoming space. The Discord server has never been that. It's never been family friendly. Dude, there are some people in there that get real mad. There are some people that get toxic. It's not what there's true to its original components. Like, you can go back in time for this server in 2020. Dude, it's never been that way. Like, in some circumstances, yes, but never, like, it's never been always that way. So, I mean, the one thing I am going to put in here for my answer, because I'm sure you guys are curious what I'm going to put, is the whole gatekeeping thing. So, for those who don't know, the Freedom Sunrise Discord is a gatekeeping server where conversations are gate kept. Like, you can't talk about OSFR. You can't talk about any other projects that are ongoing. You can't talk about Wyrox's TCG project that he did all himself, which to me is crazy. Like, I don't know why that's a thing in the first place. So I'm going to suggest that they stop gatekeeping conversations and literally leave people alone. That is my recommendation, because it's so it's so dumb. Like, so the question is, what are some things you would remove, add, change in our existing rule set? And gatekeeping is a rule they have in the server. It's literally just, you can't talk about other projects. So that's the only thing I'm gonna suggest, because there's so many other things, but that is my main turn off from the server. It's stupid. So we're gonna put it in. I love how they say this is anonymous. You guys can literally see I'm doing this on video, so it's not anonymous. You know who's doing it. But we're gonna put it anyway. So it's gonna be, let's see, gate. I would like to address the, I guess, gatekeeping rule, because there's no actual term for what it is. And remove it entirely. The fact this rule place is a red flag and a turn off being in the Discord server. So we'll type that, and then we're gonna keep going here. There's no limit for what you can, okay. Okay, I can shift down. It should not be against the rules to discuss OSFR and that the management team seems to be completely against, okay, projects that go on within the community, dude. For example, Wyrox completely developed and made it possible to through an emulator. Can't even. Yeah, we'll type that. I'm trying to make this like as coherent as possible so the management team understands the point I'm trying to get across, and we'll kind of read it over. But hmm. Okay, discussions in there. Hope you consider making the Discord a place where people actually want to talk. Okay, well, not. I'm not gonna obviously leave my name on this, but I mean, I know who's submitting this, so. But we're gonna read this from top to bottom so you guys know what I basically would like them to change. So I would like to address the gatekeeping rule set and remove it entirely. The fact that this rule set was implemented in the first place is a red flag and a turnoff from being in the FRS Discord server. It should not be against the rules to discuss OSFR, which is an open project to the community that the management team seems to be completely against, which I'm sure they are. I'm sure Mayhem hates it. Don't know why. And other projects go on within the community. For example, Weirrocks developed his own TCG program from scratch and made it possible to play FRTCG once again through an emulator. And because of the rule set, you can't even talk about it with other people because it is deemed as advertising. No one discussing other projects has ill intent towards FRS. I'm sure some OSFR people do, but I'm sure they don't. Everyone wants to see the game return either through OSFR or FRS, but completely shutting down conversations towards other projects makes myself and a majority of the Discord not want to have discussions in there. Hope you consider making the Discord a place where people actually want to talk about free realms and not have to fear that they'll be banned for doing so. So that's my 2 cents on the whole situation. I hope that this it'd be really funny if this didn't get accepted. Be interesting if they just rejected it, but I have a feeling like because I'm submitting it, there's some bias there and they're just gonna ignore it. But that's my biggest gripe with the server is that, like, dude, there's so much gatekeeping that goes on in it, and this is the one type of gatekeeping I hate the most, and I would like it changed. Dude, it doesn't make sense that you can't talk about other projects because FRS at the moment is not currently happening. Even from that post, it's not a guarantee. Like, I'm sure they're doing that because they're doing it. I don't think FRS is going to be a thing. I think they just, because Fabled Realms was a thing, that's the only reason they did it. And also, what's going on the Reddit? Anyone talking about this? No, just that one post about OSFR. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that needs to change about the server, especially with this, but I'm pretty sure FRS won't be coming back because, I mean, dude, that's the first update we've had, not even about the game, but that's the first general update we've had since July. Yeah, since July of last year. Dude, I mean, it's been so long. I think there needs to be change with the server, and this is to start, but we'll see what happens. I think that server is just going to be a nostalgia place. I don't think it's going to be anything else than that, because FRS is not happening. It's just not. I don't see it happening unless we get some gameplay news in the future, but I really doubt it's going to happen. But we'll see what happens, but let's go ahead and submit this. Boom. Submit it. FRS rule suggestions. There we go. Here's your response has been recorded. Oh, I hope it has been. I hope it has been. But anywho, that's going to be a video for today. But thank you guys for watching. If you did, I appreciate it a ton. I will see you guys in the next video.